My dear brothers and sisters, the gospel today is only 3 verses. However, it is a very important passage. Jesus begins by telling his disciples that his purpose is not to abolish the law or to criticize what the prophets proclaimed and taught. Jesus' intent is to fulfill the law. Jesus also emphasizes that keeping the commandments is essential. However, in the eyes of the Pharisees, Jesus frequently disobeyed Jewish law. They often criticized him for not following the law, at least as they believed it should be obeyed. And they did have grounds for their criticism of Jesus. It did not follow the law as the Pharisees thought it should be followed. The Pharisees lived by the letter of the law. Jesus, however, lived by a different law, the law of love. Jesus followed most of the Jewish laws and customs. However, when it came to people in need of love and compassion, Jesus lived by the law of God. Yes, all the commandments are important and necessary. For Jesus, the first 2 commandments are the foundation for the other 8 commandments. Love of God and love of neighbor. Love should come before all things. Love of God and love of the neighbor. We also can become legalistic, my dear brothers and sisters, as the Pharisees were. We may observe another person doing something that we may judge as not correct. Yet, who are we to judge? We are like taking God's part. God is the only one who is supposed to judge each one of us, not myself or any other person. We do not know why the person is doing what he or she is doing. And we do not know whether the person has repented or not, but God knows. And bottom line is, it is not our place to judge. God is the only judge. We do not like or appreciate when another person judges us. Yet at times we fall into judging, perhaps before we even know about it. The grace is we can pull ourselves back from our judgment and pray for such a person, if we desire to. If we practice doing this often enough, we may find that we don't jump to judgment as automatically as we once did. Today, my dear brothers and sisters, we are invited to be aware of our thoughts and especially our judgments. Pay close attention to our interactions with people we may not really love or like. And we know that sometimes we judge only those people we don't like. And those ones whom we love, what do? We just street talk. Oh, that is great. Oh my gosh, you made it. And yet it is wrong. And sometimes we forget that God is the only one to judge. And most of us are Christians. You end up hearing things here and there. You say, am I a Christian? Is she a Christian? Is he a Christian? God is the one we're supposed to judge. My work and your work is to love each other, to love unconditionally like God does. We will never be perfect in keeping the commandments, my dear brothers and sisters. After all, we are human and not God. However, each day, each hour, we can strive to love others more fully and without judgment. Are we ready to love our enemies? Are we ready to love each other like Jesus loved each one of us by offering himself to die for you and me? That is a gratuitous love. Amen.